It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Rams and the Saints coming up next.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Following the interception, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
That's how we do, D.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Jameis Winston and the Saints ready to go back again on offense. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break. That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Rams' 37-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they can prove, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're open to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Putting these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Winston so complete there to Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Steps away to his left. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd and goal, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talking about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball. Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Looking to throw. A quick pass to Cup. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4.
God
damn it. Time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Debo. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Play action now, Winston. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Just 3 people.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The 1st down throw for Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think I wasn't a quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, we heard all week fact that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
4 yards remain for second down.
Yeah, that was one of my trades, man.
Here's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And they got the ball in grip.
Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that shit was like when I went to the party, it made the audio change.
Yeah, you got an echo. Someone's got an echo. Echo. And I just gotta play.
Just to try to cut into that deficit.
Is it still echoing?
No.
Oh.
I can't lose to the Colts. I can't lose these shit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by
Totem bottom of totem pole in my division.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yards.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this one or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first
listen, when you play Stephon, you got to put up at least 100 points, man.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
If you don't put up at least 100 points on Stephon when you play him, we can't talk.
This first half. Back to throw.
I put it
And this throw incomplete.
I love
The
it.
defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Something like that. It was a
An
lot.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right.
Let me put
That'll be caught. It's caught. An incredible
my
play
screen
there.
in
They
the
do
chat
get big
now.
yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
You about to do some deliveries or something?
I must have this person muted.
Two.
Nothing
Be
he said.
careful. I love you too.
Fred, why are you calling me? What's up, Fred?
On play action, they'll throw.
Shit.
Brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
This second half about to start.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 27, Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Winston.
Who you talking about?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On play action, Winston. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for James Winston. And the Saints take the
That's going to be his go-to excuse for everything.
Right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches
I want them in the fire.
to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem.
It's almost over.
Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top for Cup. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Oh.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him.
And Winston lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. There's the stiff arm. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I'm on the phone. Hold on.
Certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back now here live in New Orleans. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
What?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
James to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he will lose yards.
And you're right. You give a million, a free million.
It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a